my childhood. First, I'll tell you a quick story, and then I'll tell you the actual defining moment. Alright, so my dad was really cool. He was a good guy, but he loved to do, like, practical kind of jokes on me and always trick me into stuff, because he was a funny guy like that. So, one day he told me we're going underwear shopping, and he went out and bought me a Nintendo instead. So, thanks, Dad. So, right up until this time, I was 4 years old, and all I ever played was my sister's Atari 2600, because that's all we had. And I mean literally. I didn't ride my bike, I didn't play with any kids in the neighborhood. This is all I did. Was as soon as I came home from school, or after church, or whatever, just straight into my sister's room, straight on the 2600, playing Pac-Man and all those old school games like River Raid and Freeway, games that nobody here even knows what the hell I'm talking about. But Dad got me this Nintendo, and man, I was fucking horrible at it. And he came home one day and he saw me back on the Atari 2600, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, I'm just not good at these games. These are big boy games. I guess I can't play them. So he took me to the store and he said, "Pick out one game." And this is the one I picked out. And he said, "All right, go home, play it, see if you like it. If not, you can play the 2600. I'll bring the Nintendo back." And I wasn't good at this game either, but I did love it. And he told me an important thing. He said, "If you want to get good at these things, you got to practice. So just keep playing, and you're going to get better eventually." So for 2 years straight, I came home from school and just chugged away at this Nintendo. And my dad would come in every day. He'd work super long hours because he was supporting my family. But he always came in and he checked out to see what I was doing, see what I was playing, how far I was getting. Could I beat this guy? Could I beat the final boss? Have I beaten any games yet? So he was watching me get farther and farther in these games, and every so often he'd come home with a new game, and he'd be like, "The kids at work telling me this one's really tough. Play this one. See how far you can get." And it was like a challenge. It was so fun. So I just kept playing, and the fucking red guy's such a pain in the ass. I obviously this isn't me as a 4-year-old playing, because we didn't have an Elgato back then, but yeah, that red guy's still a pain in the ass. Look at Jaws. So every day my dad would come home and he'd be like, "Oh, how far did you get today?" And I'd drag him to my bedroom and be like, look, I can get this far. I can beat this boss. I can, oh, look how close I am to beating this thing. He would always tell me the same thing. He's like, "I'm so proud of you. Just keep doing a good job and keep practicing, because that's what makes perfect." And that always stuck with me. That's the defining moment of my childhood, because at 6 years old, this is what I was able to do. And it might seem like a completely useless skill to have now, today, to be able to like speed run through these Nintendo games with precision, but it'll always remind me of my dad and how much he loved me and how much he was proud of me, because I worked hard and got better. So not only did he teach me how to be a better gamer, but like a better person, and how this applies to everything in life. And even looking back at it now, like, I can see what he was doing. Like, and now that I have a kid of my own, I play games with him every day. I started him off playing Excite Bike on my original Nintendo, and at 2 years old, he was able to play it. Not good, but he could hit the button and make the bike go, and he got excited, and that was fucking really cool to see another generation of my family playing on my Nintendo. And now, at 3 years old, he can play Minecraft, and not just like move the character around, but he can chop down trees, he can build houses, he knows how to tame animals. It's unbelievable, and I tell him every day I'm so proud of him. So, thanks, Pops. I love you, man. You taught me so much and how to be a good dad. Alright, well, that's the answer. My dad. That's the defining moment of my childhood, getting me that Nintendo. Alright, guys. Slide Wolf. Peace out.
Hey, what's up, C3 Season 2 sports fans? It is Dirty Harry here, and you might be wondering, what on earth am I doing? What is this? Like, this is completely non-game related, which, to be fair, it isn't actually anything to do with the game, but I am playing Baby Blue by Badfinger. Now, the reason why I'm playing this is because there was a TV show that finished recently. It ran 5 seasons. It was pretty epic. It was one of the biggest TV shows, I believe, that has run since Sopranos, like for the last decade. Bigger than Dexter. And this was the outro song that they played right at the very end of the last episode, and it was very fitting, very good song. And if you haven't guessed already what the TV show was, it's coming in about now. So that's right, it was Breaking Bad. Okay, so that's cool. So you might be now thinking, well, what does that have to do with a defining moment from your childhood? Well, for me, the defining moment was being in school and hearing someone play this song on an electric guitar that wasn't plugged in. When I asked them, I said, well, how, like, what, huh? Like, you know, how, like, huh? I was completely gobsmacked. And it turns out that tablature is a very easy way of learning how to play these songs. So you simply just follow the numbers on the strings. It couldn't be any simpler. The E, A, D, G, B, the strings, and the numbers are where you put your fingers. And ever since that day, that defining moment for me was being able to read tablature and to be able to understand how to play basically anything within my skill level that I wanted to play. It really opened the door for me for what I was able to do as an art, if you like, because I was no good at drawing, I was no good at anything like that. So for me, being able to say, God, I really like that song, okay, let's grab the tablature and learn how to play it, made it a really big discovery. It was like a big light switch turning on for me when I was probably about 14 or 15. I've been playing ever since. The tablature is readily available on the web. As you can see, it's as simple as just following the numbers. If you've got an acoustic guitar sitting around at home somewhere, dig it out, dust it off, download some tab from the web, check an image search on Google, and just start playing something. At first, I was like, yeah, rock on, we've got to play something mean, something hardcore, something fast. Like, let's get some hardcore Megadeth, some Slayer, but it's fine for a while, but then you start discovering other stuff, some more mellow stuff, like the classic Nothing Else Matters here with some real classic sort of finger picking. It was just really, it's a really nice song, and it just always is something that everyone knows universally, and it's just really good to be able to express yourself through music. So it really sort of opened the door for me to something that I could really enjoy doing. A lot of the influences I've had and the people I like sort of copying are, of course, Iron Maiden. Here we've got Dave Murray and Adrian Smith, which are the two sort of lead Smiths that go off each other. Classics like Aerosmith, you got Joe Perry and Brad Whitford. The way they work together, Love in an Elevator is a classic example where they switch between leads. It's just incredible. I mean, Eddie Van Halen, he actually did the lead for Beat It, which not a lot of people realize. It was one of the songs that I never really got to learn, unfortunately. Good old Dave Mustaine is the one of the main sort of influences that I've always sort of liked, but he's way too good for me, so I play what I can. You got the Chili Peppers. Oh no, hang on a sec. Yeah, no, I wasn't actually meaning this guy. I was referring to the John Frusciante, who is famous for anything off Blood Sugar Sex Magic, of course. His amazing guitaring skills for Under the Bridge. He is just an amazing guitar player. I don't know why Steve Vai thought, you know what, 1 guitar is great, 2, why not slap a 3rd on? It just looks bloody stupid, but Always With Me, Always With You was a great song I learnt of his. Zakk Wylde I've been following for quite a while. He didn't always look like this. He looked a bit of a pretty boy before, but now, of course, he's No More Tears and stuff for Ozzy Osbourne. Slash is my main man. Again, he is the Les Paul god. I've been playing a lot of his stuff over the years. And last but not least, of course, is good old SpongeBob. Well, maybe not SpongeBob, but, to sort of throw him in there anyway because he looks good with the guitar. Thanks for watching, guys. And thanks to Serial Assassin for running this comp. Good luck to all the contestants. Hope you enjoyed watching. Until next time. See you.